Welcome back, everyone. This is Holy Predictions, and today we are breaking down UFC 327, a card full of veterans and very dangerous matchups. This is one of those cards where experience meets momentum, and that's where prediction gets really interesting. As always, we are going fight by fight from the bottom of the card all the way to the main event. So, giving our picks and quick analysis, let's start from the first fight and work our way up to the main event. So for the first fight, we got Gamrot versus Esteban Ribovics. We start the card with a very high level lightweight fight. Mateusz Gamrot is one of the most complete fighters in the division with only grappling, a great pressure and non-stop cardio. He's the kind of fighter that slowly takes control of the fight and makes it very hard for his opponent to keep up with his pace. Ribovics is dangerous and tough, but Gamrot's experience and grappling should be the difference here. Over 3 rounds, I see Gamrot controlling positions, pushing the pace and winning the fight. I'm going with Mateusz Gamrot. Just right next, Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown. Kevin Holland is one of the most unpredictable fighters in the UFC. He can knock you out, meet you, tag you during the fight, and still win. He's coming off 2 losses, and that usually makes fighters come back more focused and more aggressive. Randy Brown is very good and very technical, but I think Holland will fight with urgency in this one. He knows he needs a win, and when Holland is motivated, he's very dangerous. I'm picking Kevin Holland to bounce back and win this fight. After that, Patrício Pitbull versus Pico. This is a very interesting fight because both fighters come from Bellator and already know what it means to fight at a high level. Pico is explosive, fast, and powerful. But Pitbull has a lot of experience and has already fought and beaten top competition for many years. Even though Pitbull is older, he looked better in his recent performance. Compared to Pico, and he already has a win in the UFC. I think his experience, patience, and fight IQ will make the difference. I see Pitbull winning this fight by decision. For the next fight, we got Dominick Reyes versus Johnny Walker. I love both fighters, but this is a very dangerous fight for Dominick Reyes. After suffering some brutal knockouts in the past, confidence can become a big factor, especially in a division where everyone hits very hard. Johnny Walker is coming off a knockout and has the size, power, and unpredictability to create problems for anyone. If he finds the timing, he could land something big again. So I'm picking Johnny Walker to win this fight. In the next fight, Blaydes versus Josh Hokit. This is a very interesting heavyweight fight. Blaydes is a very strong wrestler and very experienced. But Josh Hokit is undefeated in a great moment right now. Already 2-0 in the UFC and building momentum. Heavyweight fights can change with one punch, and sometimes momentum and confidence make a huge difference. I'm going with Josh Hokit to keep the undefeated streak alive. Azamat Murzakanov versus Paulo Costa. This one could be a war. Murzakanov is undefeated and very dangerous, but Paulo Costa is explosive, aggressive, and always pushes forward. When Costa fights with pressure and throws combination, he can break opponents' mentality and physically. I think Paulo Costa might surprise a lot of people in this fight if he pushes the pace and turns this into a striking battle. He has a very good chance to win. I'm picking Paulo Costa for the upset. Main event time, Jiří Procházka versus Carlos Ulberg. Jiří Procházka is one of the most exciting fighters in the world. Unpredictable, aggressive, and with a warrior mentality that makes every fight look like a movie. Carlos Ulberg is very technical, very athletic, and very dangerous in the early rounds. So this fight is very interesting because if Ulberg managed to counter Jiří early and control the distance, he could finish the fight in the first rounds. But if the fight goes longer and turns into chaos, that's where Jiří shines the most. So I'm going with Jiří Procházka to win the main event.